Hi, my name is Steve. This is our brand new kitchen designed by Mike at MDM Construction. He came down to our house, measured everything out, and within a day had done a base design, at which point we worked with him, went back and forth trading ideas, and eventually came to our dream kitchen. There's so many great features about this kitchen that Mike helped us design and really did a lot of the design for us. The first thing that we wanted was a pull-out pantry, and so we did that with great, pull-out shelves. It's lots of great space for all of our food, as well as a pantry up there that we enjoy. One other thing that was his idea, really, that we hadn't thought about was drawers that it's a soft close, so it you can slam it and it just sort of softly closes on its own. A built-in microwave, which we had wanted. The other thing that Mike came up with pretty much right off the bat, because we have a corner here, a little Lazy Susan that so you can utilize the entire corner there with the Lazy Susan. A little spice rack, another Mike special idea. He insisted on a garden window, and we're glad that he pressed so hard on that, because we love it. It's beautiful. And last but not least, my wife wanted it to look really pretty as well, and so she was very vague, and Mike came up with this sort of design himself to sort of show off some of the things that my wife liked, and he was able to do a really good job because it was over the stove, to hide the vent. Another thing that Mike and his team did that we're very happy with are the recessed lighting. We didn't have that before, and they went ahead and did that, and we are very happy with it. It looks great. The other thing that we would have never thought about that Mike suggested was adding lights underneath all of the cabinets, and so at night, when we don't necessarily want all the lights on, or we just want to have a lower light, have a light on at night, we can turn it on and it's underneath all of the cabinets and looks fantastic. The other thing, once we were able to get an island in here, Mike designed this little bookshelf along the side, for kitchen cookbooks and whatnot, as well as a little wine rack here to just keep some wine bottles. And last but not least, something we really like that's very handy and very useful is a little broom closet here. Just because it was such a smaller area, not big enough for a standard cabinet, we just designed a little broom closet here for a broom and Swiffers and whatnot, as well as extra storage space up here for all of our extra cleaning supplies and kitchen bags and whatnot. So we're very happy with the entire design. So for Mike and his team, this was a small separate room here. This doorway was still here. You would walk in to a smaller separate room here, only really enough room for a kitchen table. You would then go through to your left to a separate doorway. There was a wall here, a separate doorway leading into the kitchen, which at the time, because there were multiple walls around, felt much smaller. It was very dated. It felt like it was decades old, and just wasn't as open as something that we were looking for. So in addition, there was also this smaller separate mudroom that is now open. There was a little doorway here with another wall here that was just, again, separating everything, but Mike and his team were able to take it down and to really just open up the entire kitchen and the entire space to exactly what we wanted. My wife and I couldn't be happier with the job that Mike and the whole MDM team did with our kitchen, from the time that I initially called him to when I first met him was maybe a day or 2 days. He was in here taking measurements. The next day he had an initial base plan for the kitchen that he designed just for us. We went back and forth, told him what we liked, what we didn't like, what we might want to change, and he was very accommodating with the entire process. From the time that we said, go ahead, let's do this. It was supposed to be an 8-week project, and he was done before that, and right on budget. There wasn't any nasty surprises or anything like that. He was very professional throughout the entire process and just did a fantastic job. He went down to the granite yard with us, helped us pick out the granite that we absolutely love. We bounced ideas off of him for pretty much everything in the kitchen, from the backsplash to the glass cabinets, and everything looks fantastic. It was a great experience, and we couldn't be happier.